What's up, guys? Welcome back to World of the Two Comic Club. Justin here, and this is a two-day recap for the 26th and 27th of November. I want to point out that I did buy $500 of Bitcoin on the 25th of November, and the reason was I'm in like a chat group on Telegram, people who follow cryptocurrencies, and they were really talking about, Bitcoin is pretty much at its low, and it's coming, it's ready to shoot up, and I was like, I just was thinking about it a lot and looking at a lot of videos about Bitcoin. I really do think that it is going to be coming back soon. Not right now, but pretty soon. So I had some money left over from when I took money out for the Tesla. So I decided to put $500 into Bitcoin on the 25th of November. I'm still holding on to it. So we'll see what happens with that in like the next few months or so. But in terms of trades, we only did one trade. So on Monday the 26th, we just sold a covered call. So that was the only trade that I did. Sold a covered call for Apple. I'll post on the screen here, obviously. Made $88.34 because it was trading a little bit below that at the time, and I wasn't feeling too confident about them coming back up. So I chose a little bit lower strike, and also I believe this was a 2-week call, so not expiring on the 30th, but on the 7th of December. So made a decent amount of money there. I'll take it, and let's just see how the stocks did. They started out really well today. We actually made money on this day, so you'll see in a little bit. But stocks were lots of green. Amazon did phenomenally well, and Tesla did phenomenally well, $16.33. And we'll talk about them after we see the balances. And so let's just go straight into the winners. So we actually made $3,500 this day. So we were coming off of a huge, massive losing streak. We lost like over 80 grand in like 11 days. So, I was feeling really down at this point. So it was really nice to actually get a gain. And Tesla was definitely our biggest MVP of this day. Helped us tremendously. You can see all the money we made there with the Tesla calls. And going to our losers, we had the TQQQ put. Since, the stocks did well, we lost money on that. And then Canopy Growth, we lost some money on that. There wasn't a Tesla call that we did lose money on, but it wasn't that bad. So let's go to the next day, just go right into it. Another pretty green day for the most part. So stock started off kind of mixed, but then the Dow finished up 108 points. Tesla finished down a little bit, but we had some good gainers like Nvidia, Adobe went up, PayPal, Netflix, and stuff like that. So and then we also had Microsoft. I don't know if I have any positions with them. But yeah, AMD, Constellation Brands went up, Target went up. So let's just go straight into our winners there. And Amazon was our best performer there. We had a $2,000 gain with them. But we only made $640 on this day, but I'll take that any day of the week. That's a good day. As long as it's green, I'm happy. And going to our losers, we had TQQQ again. That went down, and then Aurora Cannabis, but a lot of small losses, so really nothing to get too worried about. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to talk about now is just what's currently happening with Tesla and the SEC. Well, this kind of happened a couple days ago, but Elon posted this tweet, and this is the one thing that frustrates me is, obviously I've talked about, the shorts and the FUD spreaders before with Tesla, but this guy in particular, I just saw this article. Troy Wolverton is his name. This article I'm posting here. SEC says Elon Musk violated his settlement with the agency and asks a judge to hold him in contempt of court. Now, if you look at the bullet point there, so this is one of the things that bugs me. If you're a article, if you publish articles for any sort of news source, and you got to get your information straight, and he didn't here. Like, look at this quote he put here. In a tweet last week, Musk said Tesla would produce 500,000 vehicles this year. So let's go to the actual tweet and read what Elon exactly said. So this was responding to a picture he posted, 4,000 Tesla cars loading in San Francisco for Europe. And then he says, Tesla made 0 cars in 2011, but will make around 500K in 2019. Around 500K, not will make 500K in 2019, will make around 500K. So that's a very important word in the English language. When you say around, it means it's a ballpark figure. It means it's not exactly. You think anyone who graduated college or even high school would know that. And it's just frustrating that you leave that word out when you're writing an article about it. So it's like, tweets aren't long. How hard is it to get, how many words was this? 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 13 words in that tweet, and he forgot one of them. Like, that's a big percentage of the words he forgot. So, that's just frustrating to me. I don't like that he did that. So that was what he left out, and it kind of sets a different tone in the article. It kind of sets out as if he's lying or, falsifying statements. He was just saying a ballpark figure, and yes, he probably should have ran it by someone first. That was part of the agreement, so I agree. Galileo from Hyperchange made a whole video about this, so I'll link to that if you want to get more details. But the point is, it wasn't a huge deal. This was posted after hours, so not many people were even trading at this point in time. I actually didn't even see it until way later, and so it didn't even affect me, and it didn't affect, I'm sure, a lot of people. And anyways, 4 hours later, he posted a little, like a clarifying tweet to say, he meant to say annualized production rate at the end of 2019, probably around 500K. So it's implied he's talking about Model 3, although he doesn't explicitly say that. So one could argue that he was just talking about general cars, because if you add in the S and X, it would come out to about 500, but I really don't think he was talking about that. I think he was referring to the Model 3. But anyways, he says, annualized rate around 500K in the end of 2019, i.e. 10K cars per week. Deliveries for year still estimated to be around 400K. Anyone who saw the earnings report and who read the earnings report knows what he was already talking about. If they saw that tweet, but will make around 500K in 2019, they probably already figured, oh, he meant maybe around 400K. Like, anyone who knew that should know that it wasn't exactly 500K. So it was just kind of a really dumb, like, non-issue that the SEC made a big deal about. And my personal theory is there's some short sellers who have communications with the SEC who probably loaded up on shorting Tesla right after that happened, then complained to the SEC to try to get them to, look into it, and then which would in turn drive the stock down. And that is what happened. The stock did go down after hours when all that crap came out. I'm happy to report that Tesla quickly recovered. Even the next day they recovered. And then they fell a little bit down at that day, but then they finished up today. This is February 27th. I'm filming. They closed at like $3.15. They finished up like $17. So really excited about that. It just was kind of stupid, I think, in my opinion. If you go into like their earnings report, there's no way you're going to be able to read this because this is really tiny unless you're on your computer. But in the beginning of this page, it's about Outlook, and all this stuff seems to be implying about Model 3. And so he says, in that, like, later halfway down, they said in total we are expecting to deliver 360 to 400,000 vehicles in 2019. It says expected to deliver. He didn't say anything about production. So, like, he did say we are targeting annualized Model 3 output in excess of 500,000 units sometime between Q4 2019 and Q2 2020. So that statement was already there. I feel like everyone should have already known that. And that's why I just think it was kind of dumb that this whole thing transpired. I'm happy that Tesla stock recovered. In fact, he did tweet today that he's going to post some exciting news tomorrow. So maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know. I'm guessing Galileo from Hyperchange. Actually, I saw him tweet that he's going to do a live stream. So I would just encourage you guys to watch that. But if you do want to hear my thoughts, just comment in the comment section below. Maybe I'll make a little video. But anyways, yeah. Exciting news tomorrow. I'm hoping it's something to do with the Model Y or the pickup. That would be the most exciting. But, I mean, any news is exciting for me because I just love Tesla. So we're just going to leave it at that. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And we will see you guys in the next one.